What is up, guys? This is your boy Superior Simmer, and today I have more information regarding The Sims 4. If you guys like news, updates, and discussions, please hit the sub button. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. I also do have an affiliate link with Instant Gaming to bring you guys cheaper Sims packs. If you guys hit the link in the description and type in Sims, you'll see a bunch of deals. Without further ado, let's get into the content. Okay, so the new Sims 4 Lovestruck gameplay trailer dropped a few days ago. Now that new trailer was supposed to show us gameplay and give us more info on the features, but personally I didn't feel like they did a good job of giving us like actual gameplay. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait until the live stream to actually see how this pack will function. Speaking of the live stream, that will be July 18th, so I'm pretty sure that is next Thursday, this Thursday coming up. And of course, guys, I will be streaming so we can like watch it together. I guess it'll be like a watch party or whatever. But I think it's safe to say that after that trailer dropped, a lot of simmers are now divided and kind of underwhelmed with this EP. I'm seeing a lot of people say that this doesn't feel like this pack is worth $40. There also is a lot of people that feel like most of the content coming in this pack is recycled. Again, I made a whole dedicated video talking about the recycled content. I am excited for this pack. I feel like I'm kind of conflicted because on the one hand, like, I am excited for new romance. This is something that me and a lot of other simmers have been requesting for The Sims 4. But given now that we're in this era where The Sims 4 expansion packs don't feel like actual expansions, they feel more like game packs, it's hard to get excited for something like this. And of course, also, I will be doing a review as well. But yeah, comment down below your thoughts and opinions, how you guys feel about this pack so far. Given that we did get I quote unquote more information with the gameplay trailer, is this something you guys are looking forward to? Are you still kind of on the fence? Are you not buying at all? Or is this something you know you're gonna get but you're probably gonna like wait on a sale? Let me know in the comments down below. Now in the trailer, we're greeted by Karina, who gives us dating tips on how to navigate Lovestruck. Now the first thing that caught my attention was with a sim she was introducing that was named Yoltik. When he was browsing through Cupid's Corner looking for a potential date, there was one profile with a sim named Zoe, and if you look closely on her two traits, she has the love bug trait, which is a new trait. It basically just means that they're really enthusiastic about finding love. They love love. Now if you look under the snob trait, it says this trait is a turn off for Yoltik. So previously in my other video, I noticed that it was a turn on for Manuel when he was looking at potential matches for his date. One of the traits that he had was a turn on for him. So I like the fact that it shows that it can also be a turn off for a sim as well. If you really like a sim just based off physical attraction but their traits don't match up, you can still go on that date knowing that. So it kind of gives you like a challenge. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Now at this point, Yoltik's still looking for another date and he comes across Liberty. She's a geek and she's clumsy. These are base game traits, but he has a turn on for her being clumsy. So obviously there's some physical attraction there, I'm assuming, but then her personality is also something that he's turned on by as well. And there's also a few options on the UI, so you can go on like my bio, which I'm assuming is your sim, your matches, so the people you've matched with, and then you also have the option to save them to the app. So that's definitely cool. Like if you go on one date and it doesn't work out, you can just go back on the app, go to the save section, and then just find another person. And again, add to contacts. I feel like it's self-explanatory. You're just adding them to your phone, and then you can suggest to create a date. Now when we get to plan an event, this is where it gets very interesting. So there's three different options. You can get to know a date, and that's basically like a prelude to going on an actual date. Again, that is a real thing as well. Like sometimes people just want to go get coffee or just vibe at a park or just chill. I feel like having this option makes sense because it takes off pressure. It's just more of like a friend thing. It's just you feeling if the vibes are good before you like want to take things further. So this is very interesting as well too, that this is also an event just like the base game dating. But yeah, comment down below how you guys feel about that as well. This being kind of like an event thing. But yeah, the other two are a romantic date and romantic repair date. So the romantic date obviously is you trying to, you know, court the person that you're on a date with. They didn't show off like the description of it, but yeah, that's a thing. And then we have a romantic repair date. Don't know too much information about this one, but I'm assuming it's to, I guess, help fix things if you're in like a rough patch with like your ex or your girlfriend or something. I don't know, but yeah, I'm curious to see the gameplay for that. And then once you choose what type of date it is, you then choose the location, and of course you have different options like nightclubs, gyms, lounges, and parks. I'm wondering if it's limited to like a specific type of lot, or can we just go anywhere? Like if it's a generic lot, I'm assuming they're gonna give us like free reign and we can choose like any type of destination. It doesn't have to just be like a select few. And then this is where it gets kind of like a little bit like confusing to me. So then they go to like the activities. So this is where you plan the activities, what you're going to do on the date or not, friend date or repair date, whatever. And there's different types of options. So you can socialize by being romantic, socialize by being friendly, being funny, You can get drinks, you can play board games, you can star cloud gaze, or you can just be physically intimate. It's hard to see because they're cut out, but I'm seeing like you can play video games, you can do painting. I want to say that might be a camera. You can play instruments together. So if you guys want to just chill and play guitar all night, like that's a thing as well. Now here's my thing. How is this going to operate? Because is this like a goal thing where you're setting goals for yourself to do on the date, like the base game dating? Or is this like some micromanaging BS that we had with My Wedding Stories where you have to kind of micromanage everything? Like for me, I rather have it where it's just goal focused. So like the plan is to get the cookie from the cookie jar. The plan is to be romantic, get drinks, watch TV, and it's like you're just meeting those goals. But then at the same time, like I do want a challenge, and if the minimum is only 3, then like I feel like that's not really fun. So yeah, that's the part where I'm confused. If anyone knows how this like is going to work or has an idea, please share it down below, because I'm curious to like read your guys' thoughts on this. But yeah, I'm kind of skeptical with this, not because like I don't like it. Like I think it's cool that you can add these different things, and again, I'm hoping that when we do get future packs, hopefully they're good, that there will be cross-pack gameplay with this. So like let's say we do get future activities, they can add those new gameplay features like to this dating stuff, basically like how Get Together has like the club system. Whenever we do get a new pack, they always update the activity, so like your sims can do that stuff together. So I'm hoping this is the same thing. I feel like I don't say it a lot, but I have said it. Besides Get Together and a few other packs, there's not really too much cross-pack gameplay. And again, this is another big thing where it's like we're spending $40, bro, $40 on a pack. I'm expecting these older packs to have some type of cross-pack gameplay with the newer ones, so that I feel like I'm still getting my money's worth even when I'm not, you know, actively playing those other packs. Like I thought Werewolves was a really good example of cross-pack gameplay, because again, it gave us more lore on the cults that were already in the game, but there's also like gameplay tied to the older cults if you have those other packs. So I hope this is something that is updated in the future. It's not just a one and done thing. And there's also new foods as well that I've seen. I don't know what this is. It looks like a spicy chicken sandwich from Popeye. I'm sorry, it does. It looks like a spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes, bro. Okay, now we move to the shot where we're in the gym, and Karina is basically saying that we can have different types of dates. So we can, you know, go dancing, we can eat food, we can have a gym date. I wonder how a gym date would work. Like, are you guys spotting each other? You guys are just kind of doing your own thing. Like, how does that work? But also looking behind the gym, bro, you can see that there's kettlebells and dumbbells as well as clutter. I don't know if that's in base game or that's like one of those objects that's like hidden and you have to like, you know, use cheats to like find it or something. And then if you look at the sim with the butterfly tattoo, I think that might be a new tattoo. Don't know if the gym bro has any new tattoos, because I don't usually put tattoos like on my sims personally. Now again, I talked about this in my previous video where I said there's a lot of recycled content. I literally had examples showing the recycled content from different packs. And the next shot we see the sim with his mom on a date. Like, what the hell? Why are you why are you with your mom, bro? And they're stargazing. Again, we have stargazing with outdoor retreat. We have cloud gazing as well. It's just a different animation, and I'm sure you can do other stuff as well. And they are on the blanket, which is another new object, which also is a new woohoo spot. So yeah, this to me feels recycled. Don't really know why they thought of doing something like this. I feel like there's so many things they could have done. I've seen some people say that like it would have been nice for your sims to kind of hold hands and walk in the park. I know we have something similar to that with like growing together, where you can like walk together, but that's not really like romantic. It's more of like friend vibes. So I'm kind of confused why they decided to pick this as like a something like as like a new thing to advertise when it's not really new at all. I don't know, budget cuts. And of course we're seeing more of the cast as well, and that's another thing I've seen with a lot of simmers that are talking about this pack. It's the cast. A lot of simmers don't like the cast. The cast is really bad. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I think the cast is terrible. Clothing style to me is very loud and colorful, which I do like, but there's a bunch of floral patterns and I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know why they decide to do that for a pack like this. I don't know, because like roses, and I guess roses are romantic and it reminds you of love. I don't know if that's like what they're going off of, but I personally do not like the cast at all. And again, the updos, the fades and all that stuff, we've seen this 10,000 times in so many different packs. It's ridiculous. There's so much different hairstyles, so much different cultures. Like, you guys can think outside the box, bro. Enough with the updos. Now, what I like is the fact that this is a turnoff for the sim. The sim is eating a bunch of food and she doesn't like that. I don't know if it's because he's like a sloppy eater. Is it like a trait? Or is it the fact that he's just eating weird. Like, I don't know how deep this is gonna go, but I find that very interesting that she's turned off by like the way he's eating. And then she has a thought bubble of, I guess, like there's no attraction after he tried to kiss her. Bro, you have no riz, by the way. Holy shit, like what the hell. Now what's interesting is in the trailer, Karina's like, maybe you just get up and leave. So in my mind, when they said that you can like cancel the date and just like go home, I'm thinking you just like press escape or whatever, and then the event just ends. Cause that's how it's always been with the previous Sims games. Like you just basically end the event, you go home, and then that's it. Now on Twitter, shout out to Egor, I think I might be saying their name wrong. They said, not her pretending to get an emergency call to leave. And then the Sims responded saying this is the only appropriate response if you're bringing your mom on a date. So my question is, obviously there's like an animation for leaving. Like you don't just exit out. You can pick your interaction to like end the date, which is cool. I don't think we've ever had that in the Sims, but is there also different types of ways you can end a date? Like, can you just straight up say, hey, I'm not feeling you, you're not the vibes, I'm gonna go home? Or like, can you fake an emergency call like, hey, like my friend or mom needs me, I gotta go? Like, I wonder if there's like different options to like end a date. But again, I feel like it's cool that we get like a visual animation to like ending dates. And then we move on to the character from the first trailer. His name is Manuel. Let me know if I'm mispronouncing his name wrong. I could be. And you see him and his woman are together, and they have like a bunch of attraction. Again, looking at the cast is terrible. They did say that you can improve your romance skill by doing romantic interactions, and there's different types of stuff you can unlock once you level up the skill. And then we also see a new dip kiss animation. I don't think we've seen this in the previous trailers, so I like the fact that like there is different types of kisses in this pack. Then we move on to Don Lothario, and you can see here that they have different turn on and turn off. Like you see the brain in the briefcase. I don't know if that's supposed to be like they're high level in their job, or that just means like they're super smart. With the Sims 2, you can have different types of turn-ons, like someone having really high fitness level or something that's really smart. And that was kind of like their way of saying, like, if you want a Sim who's super intellectual, he has to have like high logic, because that will determine that's a very smart Sim. Again, you can see like Dawn is into like going into the cookie jar, but with her, she doesn't want to give her cookie out. She's not into that. But then at the bottom, you see they both like, I guess, people who wear like red clothing. So in the trailer, it talks about what happens after the honeymoon phase, after you're already like with your partner. I guess you're married. And again, I want to get more info on that as well, because like, again, this is obviously like a dating pack, so we're going to be out there dating and trying to find the one, and there's going to be all types of different stories you can make. But then it's like, okay, what if we do find the one? Is there gameplay for that? Because like everything is kind of focused on like the dating app and like the actual dating, but like what happens after? So yeah, I was hoping for them to kind of elaborate more on like what they meant, but it was just talking about the romantic repair date. And then it skips to the rabbit hole motel that we are getting in the pack. So yeah, they're finally giving us hotels, motels, whatever, but it's a rabbit hole. And again, I feel like a lot of people, including myself, are kind of confused, because we are under the impression that the Sims 4 was trying to move away from rabbit holes, and at one point they were just going crazy with rabbit holes. Like For Rent had so many rabbit holes, it was insane. So I'm hoping that with this pack they heard, you know, kind of like the feedback that Simmers don't want a bunch of rabbit holes in the game. I've said this so many times, I don't mind rabbit holes for certain things, but rabbit holes should not take up gameplay. That is ridiculous. We're paying $40 for an expansion pack. Give us our meat and potatoes, or if you're vegetarian, broccoli and a salad. I don't fucking know. But yeah, just give us our money's worth, because rabbit holes are not it. Again, I don't understand. I don't understand their obsession with crop tops. This guy is wearing a crop top on top of another crop top. What the hell, bro? And then this Sim is wearing the same shirt that Manuel has been wearing, but it's just a different swatch. Again, this swatch is a lot more chill, but the colors look like ugly as hell. And again, these two Sims are together and he's feeding his man some treats. Again, I don't really care for this, bro, because like I feel like we've had this interaction before where you can like feed the cake to like your spouse. I'm pretty sure you can like feed a bite to your Sim if you're like at a restaurant as well. So I'm kind of confused. How is this new gameplay? This is where I got a little excited. This new game that they've been mentioning, this is like a new game. Trina did mention that you can play like these romance games in the bedroom. This is the same game that we've seen the Sims play at the table when we saw the leaks and the trailer. So this game is versatile. You can play with a bunch of people in public, or you can play this game in your bedroom, which is very interesting. I was not expecting them to do that. And you can see the Sim with the speech bubble saying like, do you want a woohoo or something? And he has the card in his hand, so I'm guessing it's like a, I don't know, it's like some type of romance card game or whatever. But it's interesting that there's like two versions of it, because you can again play in public, with other groups of people, or you can just be in the bedroom. And again, we've already seen the costume box, but yeah, it's nice to see that there are a bunch of different outfits to spice it up. Now what's interesting too is the world. The world does look really beautiful. They've always made beautiful worlds, so you know that's not really a shock. Shout out to Koala, because she said how the world was kind of like similar to the arts quarter inside my Shuno. That is the world that comes with City Living. There's a lot of recycled stuff I've seen with City Living and this world, so that is kind of like a damn shame. But again, I'm still excited that we are getting another city-based world. I don't think we've had a city-based world since City Living, so that's pretty, yeah, that's insane. Now what I will say, I feel like I haven't talked about this a lot, the build and buy, I actually really like the build and buy. It's giving off these like tacky vibes, and then on top of that, it like reminds me of like the Sims 1. If you've played the Sims 1 on console or on PC, it does feel really familiar. I just don't like the cast, but the build and buy I'm actually excited for. And again, we're getting the heart bed. But yeah, that is it for this breakdown. If you guys made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. This has been your boy Superior Simmer. Stay cool, stay simming, and have a good day.